Imagine waking up tomorrow to discover that your bank account shows exactly what you're worth to the world. Would you be rich or would you be broke? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share something that the richest people in the world have known for hundreds of years. It's not about stocks. It's not about real estate. It's not about crypto or whatever new thing people are talking about. It's about something much more powerful. A truth so basic that every fortune ever built stands on it. But first, dream builder, let me warn you, what I'm about to share might break everything you believe about money. Some of you won't be ready to hear this. Some of you will reject it. But for those brave enough to listen, really listen, this message could be worth millions. Look around you. We live in the richest time in human history. Technology has made millionaires overnight. Kids are becoming billionaires before they turn 30. Yet most Americans still live paycheck to paycheck. Most would struggle to pay for a $1,000 emergency. Why? Because most people are playing the wrong game. They're following old rules. They're chasing money instead of attracting wealth. They're working for dollars when they should be working for impact. 20 years ago, I was one of them. Let me paint you a picture, dream builder. Picture a man working 3 jobs, sleeping 4 hours a night, drinking cheap coffee just to stay awake, missing his kids' baseball games, missing his wedding anniversary, missing his life, all in pursuit of what he thought was wealth. That man was me. I remember one night, it's burned into my memory, like a brand. I was sitting at my kitchen table at 2 a.m. bills, spread out before me like a losing hand of cards. My wife and kids were asleep upstairs. I could hear the clock ticking each second, mocking my failures. That night, I hit rock bottom. Not because I was broke, I was making decent money, but because I realized something that shook me to my core. I was working harder than ever, but getting nowhere. Then something amazing happened. Through what I now believe was a gift from above, I found an ancient text. It talked about something called seva, the idea that true wealth comes not from what you take, but from what you give. At first I thought it was nonsense, just another fancy idea with no real use. But then I started studying the truly wealthy, not the flashy social media millionaires, but the quiet wealth builders, the ones who built lasting fortunes. And I discovered something remarkable, something that changed everything. Every single one of them had mastered one simple formula. The money you make equals the value you give times the number of people you help. Let that sink in for a moment, dream builder. This isn't just some nice idea. This is the math of making money. Look at the proof. Sam Walton got rich by making good stuff cheap for everyone. Steve Jobs got rich by making technology easy to use. Oprah got rich by sharing stories that help people. Even your local millionaire plumber got rich by fixing urgent problems. When I started using this idea, everything changed. Not overnight, not in a week, not even in a month. But slowly, surely, like a river cutting through rock, wealth began to flow. Within 2 years, my income had tripled. Within 5 years, I had built $1 million business, not by chasing money, but by focusing on helping people. Now, dream builder, I'm going to share with you the exact system I used. I call it the wealth through help system. First, you must become amazing at what you do. Being okay never created wealth. Being excellent always does. Every morning, ask yourself, how can I help people better today? Write down 3 ways you can improve. Do them before the day ends. Write down what worked. Do this every day without fail. The richest people on earth help millions. You need to think bigger about who you can help. Every day. List who you help now. Find one new person or group you can help. Find ways to help more people using technology. Look for partners who can help you reach more people. Make ways to help more people without losing quality. This is where the magic happens. Dream builder. This is where fortunes are made. Every morning for 30 minutes. Sit quietly with a blank notebook. Write down 5 ideas to help people better. Don't judge them, just let them flow. That's 1825 ideas every year. You only need one great idea to change your life. I know what some of you are thinking. I can hear the doubts in your minds, but I'm just starting out. Everyone who's great started as a beginner. Start where you are. But my job doesn't let me do this. Every job is a chance to help people better, find ways to help more. But I don't have any special skills. Skills can be learned. Start with wanting to help people. The skills will come. Listen closely, dream builder. What I'm about to share might be the most important part of this message. Wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming valuable to others. Let me say that again. Wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming valuable to others. This isn't positive thinking. This isn't manifesting. This is simple business. The more value you create, the more wealth flows to you. It's as sure as gravity. Now, dream builder, I have a challenge for you. For the next 30 days, I want you to forget about money completely. Instead, I want you to become obsessed with helping people, obsessed with adding value, obsessed with solving problems, obsessed with making lives better. Do this for 30 days and watch what happens, not just to your bank account, but to your spirit, to your energy, to your purpose. Remember where we started? Imagining waking up to a bank account that shows exactly what you're worth to the world. Well, dream builder, here's the truth. That's not imagination. That's reality. Your current bank account is exactly what the world thinks your help is worth. But here's the beautiful part. You can change that. Starting today. Starting now. Not by chasing money, not by cutting corners, not by taking shortcuts, but by helping people in amazing ways, by solving problems creatively, by adding value every day, by reaching more people on purpose. Tonight, as you lay your head down, ask yourself these 3 questions. Did I help people in amazing ways today? Did I add value that will last beyond today? Did I plant the seeds of future wealth by helping others? Remember, dream builder, money is just the world's way of keeping score of how well you've helped others. Your bank account simply shows how much you've contributed. The ancient secret of wealth isn't really a secret at all. It's right there in plain sight in the value of your service. Start there and watch as life brings you more abundance than you ever dreamed possible. Until next time, help others in amazing ways. Your future wealthy self is cheering you on, and so am I. Now, dream builder, it's your turn. Take out your phone. Open your notes. Write down this promise. Today, I promise to become amazing at helping others. Money follows value, and I choose to become valuable. Put today's date on it, sign it, and then get to work. Because your journey to wealth doesn't start when you make your first million. It starts the moment you decide to become valuable to others. See you at the top dream builder. But before you go, let me share something else with you. Something that might just change your life tonight. You see, most people think helping others means doing something huge. They think they need special talents or lots of money to start. But that's not true. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was a regular mom who loved making cookies. Every time there was a school event, her cookies would disappear first. One day, someone said, "These are so good, you should sell them." Most people would laugh it off, but Sarah remembered what we talked about today. She thought, how can I help more people enjoy these cookies? She started small, selling at local markets. But here's what made her different. She didn't just sell cookies. She served people. She remembered names. She remembered what flavors each person liked. She asked about their kids. She made each person feel special. Today, Sarah's cookies are in stores across 3 states. But it didn't start with big dreams of a cookie empire. It started with one simple question. How can I help people enjoy their day a little more? Or think about Mike. Mike was a janitor at a local school. Same job as many others. But Mike asked himself, how can I serve these kids better than any janitor ever has? He started learning every kid's name. He celebrated their birthdays. He kept a lookout for kids who seemed sad and found ways to make them smile. Soon, teachers noticed there were fewer bullying problems in Mike's halls. Kids were happier. Parents started asking for their kids to be assigned to classrooms in Mike's area. Today, Mike runs a cleaning company that serves schools across the state. His company is known for creating positive environments that help kids learn better. But it didn't start with dreams of a big company. It started with one man asking, how can I serve these kids better? You see, dream builder wealth doesn't always look like what you think. Sometimes it starts with cookies. Sometimes it starts with a mop. But it always starts with the same question. How can I help? Tonight when you go home, look around your life. What do you already do well? What do people thank you for? What problems do you solve that others struggle with? Maybe you're great at explaining things to kids. Maybe you know how to make people feel heard. Maybe you can fix things others find confusing. That thing you're thinking of, that's your starting point. That's your seed of wealth. Don't worry if it seems small. Every mighty oak started as a tiny acorn. Every fortune started with someone deciding to help. And remember, Dream Builder, you don't have to wait until you're perfect to start. You don't need permission. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to begin. Start with one person. Help them better than anyone else would. Then find another. And another. That's how fortunes are built. That's how legends are made. That's how you create wealth that lasts. So now you have everything you need. You have the formula. You have the examples. You have the truth about real wealth. The only question left is, what will you do with it? Will you let this be just another video you watched? Or will this be the moment you decided to become valuable to the world. The choice is yours, dream builder. But I believe in you. I believe you have greatness within you. I believe you have value to share. Now go share it with the world. Until next time, remember, your wealth grows as your service grows. This is your mentor signing off. Now go make your mark on the world.